Um, actually, oh, there's a parking guard here checking. Yeah, I know. I was about to get a parking ticket, but anyway, I'm not getting one today. So, anyways, I wanted to I want to talk about something that I've been talking about with my mom. We were talking about phrases that I heard on Facebook. Somebody posted something in our local language, and this is how it is said. Then I want to try and explain it through a story, as in I will illustrate it through a story, and then I will actually give the meaning that I understand. And mostly sayings are like this. You have to try and translate it with what it means in your own life. So don't take mine as the gospel truth. Make it your own. So my mom says, this man says, Ushimu shibululwa wagaya omaji gubugwe. Shibululwa wagaya omaji gubugwe. It means, in literal translation, the argumentative one went with shit to the in-laws' home. Now this is the literal this is the literal translation. But what it means is this: there are some people who are so argumentative that every time they argue with you, the point is for them to prove a point that they can win. It has nothing to do with what you're talking about. It is just a fact for them that they should always win in an argument. Whether it's to the cost of them losing respect from other people, they don't care. They just want to win the argument. You tell them something that concerns them and you know this is dangerous for you, what you're doing. They'll argue until they win. And in consideration to what we are talking about, this phrase means a person who literally cannot be talked to, who's always arguing for their own win. They have gone to their in-laws with shit on their back. I'll tell you the story about how this whole phrase came to be. There was a man, he was married to this very beautiful woman. And every time the in-law said anything to him, he would always argue until nobody could say anything. At one point, people in the whole village understood this is just who he is. Okay, so they left him. You would tell him, please don't sit on that because, just leave me alone. He would just run into this ranting of, you can't tell me what to do. Then one time, he was on his journey going to visit his in-laws. He passed through this place where they sold water, and there was a seat where nobody sat because a child early on that day had sat on that chair, and that child did not have a diaper on. You know, Africa, it's warm, and hello. Africa is warm, and sometimes children just walk around with their bums, you know. Sits on this chair. Lima had no time to wipe it, so she always told people who are going there, please don't sit on that chair. I'm still very busy. I cannot clean it. She tried to say it to this man. This man, you can't tell me what to do. So this man just goes on to sit on the shit for this child. And after that, he was going to the in-laws. You can imagine the smell he went with. And he was wondering, what's smelling around me? They couldn't tell him. And that's just a lesson to all of us. Sometimes listen to what people are telling you, but take your pick. Don't be too quick to back when people are trying to say something to you. They might just be trying to save your life. There are people who are so adamant, sometimes even rude, to a point that they think nobody knows what is important. And I go reaction. Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm not so good with this live thing, so I can only say thank you for the reactions, but I have to go on with the story. Somebody says go reaction, please milk. Hi, go reaction. I don't know what that means. I'll find out. But hello and thank you. So this man goes to his in-laws with shit on the back. And they were really trying to tell him you cannot. They didn't even welcome them in. They didn't even welcome him in the house because he was smelling of shit. How? And they could see the shit on his back, but they could not tell him he had shit on the back. Do you know why? He was going to argue. So if you're a very argumentative person, make sure that what you're arguing for or against is actually something that is reasonable and you've calculated what people are saying. Listen before you talk. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Talk less than you actually here. Yeah, so that was what I had for you today. Enjoy the rest of the day, and KP, thank you. Thanks so much. So enjoy the rest of the day. This is Lydia, your girl, and like I always, and be fruitful and be greatness. Take care of yourselves and have a lovely, lovely, lovely day and a lovely. This is a Monday, by the way. Sending my love and all the best wishes for you this day and this week. Bye for now.